Hey, good morning. If I look a little tired, it's because I was up at 3:30 in the morning last night or early this morning, and I was shoveling out part of the outside of my RV where the snow has gotten so deep that it was covering the furnace vents. And when I came home last night, the furnace was not working. So I just assumed that it would be the third time in 5 years that I had a furnace failure. Those failures, as I've written in another report, are usually minor parts, the sail switch, the limit switch, could even be the motherboard. But as it turns out, it wasn't that. It was just that the vents were blocked. And I don't know what prompted me to get up at 3:30 in the morning and remember it. I had been on the roof of the RV yesterday afternoon, cleaning off the snow. There was about a foot and a half, foot and a half of snow on the roof. Cleaning off some snow off the slides. There was probably about 5 or 6 inches I had to get off my slides. And as I pushed some of it off, it covered the exhaust vents. So I'll take you a walk outside. You got to see how deep this snow is. And I just want to say, hey, it's January 24. I'm taking a day off of the slopes. Yesterday was a day off too, but I did go up to the slopes because it was absolutely amazing. The conditions are great. Ton of snow here right now. And this might be the peak for the season. So when I walk you outside, you'll see exactly how much is out there. I've got more posts coming. I've got a post coming about RVing and ski areas that have RV parks near them. Somewhat of a compendium of ones that I would personally consider staying at, and that I want to share with you. I also have a upbeat report. I had a health scare a couple of months ago, and I've made some changes, and I've had blood work done twice in the last 2 months with really significant change without going on prescription drugs. So I'll share with you a little bit about that. And I also have a couple of reports coming up, reviews on a couple of different RVs, a Fusion and an outdoors RV. Been meaning to get those done. It's been a heck of a ski season, and I'm working on higher level certification that I may or may not achieve, but that's kind of been a priority for the last couple of weeks, few weeks, and it'll be a priority for a few more. But it's hard to believe, January 24. I mean, I'm within about 8, 9 weeks of pulling out of here, even though there's no way that I'd be able to do it right now. You'll see in a minute outside. And I'll be moving on, spending the summer in Casper again, working with the RV dealership. And in between, probably do some travel in Utah and relaxing and, just having some fun. Not that being here isn't fun either. It is. So a lot of posts coming up, a lot of things coming up. Join me outside, and I'll show you what life in central Idaho mountains is like when you have a snowy winter. All right. So this is the view from my door as I walk outside every morning. You can see the pile of snow that's built up as I've shoveled my way out. It's actually a mild morning. I think it's over 20 degrees here. That was another nice thing, that when the furnace failed last night, I wasn't overly concerned. One of the things that I immediately did is, as we walk outside, and I guess I'll close the door, that'll keep a fox from running in or anything. I have my storage bays here, this is a typical fifth wheel with the storage bays underneath. And I took a electric heater and put it in that storage bay and plugged it in so that I could keep the storage bay warm. Adjacent to the storage bay is the water pump and a lot of the plumbing. So I figured that would limit the likelihood of a freeze up. Tonight it's supposed to drop down to about 6 degrees, so I was a bit concerned if I couldn't get the furnace running today, and I already had a call in to the emergency repair guy, that would be a problem, potentially. Although the last time this happened, it dropped down below zero, and the first time it happened, it was about minus 28. Let me turn around so you can kind of see. This is my walkway area. There's at least a solid 2.5, maybe 3 feet of snow on the ground, and then the piles are higher that you have to create. You can see that my slides are clear, and there's probably glare from the sun, but the roof is pretty clear too. These icicles are from the most recent storm. We had a nice little storm here the other day. Let me walk you around and show you what's going on. What really impressed me is that this is the southern side of my RV that you're about to see. You've got this pile here. Inside of it is, and you can kind of see the top protruding out, is a 120-gallon propane tank. That's been keeping me warm all winter. The icicles hanging from above, they're what's left of the snow melting off the roof. If this sun stays out today, which it's not supposed to, that may take care of that. We're already forecasting a high of around freezing, and if the sun stays out, I think it's going to get downright balmy. So maybe we'll get into the 30s and really begin to clear off the roof and the slides and stuff, so I can, check things out and make sure everything's copacetic. So this was my project at 3:30 in the morning when I woke up and said, shoot, it's probably just covering those vents. And so I went out here and shoveled out this and created a mess for our trick road crew here. I'm sure they'll get on this eventually, but if not, we'll just drive over it. Everybody here drives a big pickup. You can see the rear end of my rig. The snow on the back end is piling up almost to the windows, and I've had to shovel out a space for the ladder so that I can get up on the roof. So that's also been cleared out. There's, as you can see, no hope of getting around on the north side from this end, and I don't expect that I'll have access to that side of my RV probably until the middle of March. I think that hopefully by the middle of March we'll see enough snow melting. What you see protruding up there is a roof rake, and that roof rake has come in very handy. I'll give you a link where you can get one if you're in a situation where such a tool might be of value to you. Anyway, figured I'd share that with you, and I'm about to go out, grab some breakfast and herbal tea. Herbal tea has become more of my routine than coffee. As of late, as I mentioned, with my health scare, made some changes. I was also this morning in the spa already, the hot tub, the whirlpool, and the steam room, which is over at the building over here. This is the McCall RV Resort, also known as North Fork. That's the name of the building there. Serves as a community center for certain events. And I'll show you this. This is the pickup, the back end of my pickup truck. You can see there's just a little bit of snow in the bed of the pickup, and that's by intent. Looks like somebody's coming around, so that that gives me a little bit more weight. All right, that'll do it. Have a great day, and love to hear the feedback. And by all means, feel free if you have questions or thoughts, just write me, and I try to get back to folks as quick as I can.